I traded stability for passion, security for excitement, a loyal heart for a charming smile. And now, I eat alone, sleep alone, cry into a pillow that used to smell like home. My name is Melissa. I'm 39. And I ruined the best thing I ever had because I was chasing a fantasy. I was married to Thomas for 14 years. He wasn't flashy. He didn't post love letters on Instagram or surprise me with trips to Paris. But he was there. Always. He remembered my coffee order better than I did. He stayed up late helping our son with homework. He texted me to drive safely every single day, even after 14 years. And I loved him. But love that's quiet. Sometimes you forget how valuable it is until the silence turns into absence. At first, I didn't even know what I was missing. Life was comfortable, predictable. We had a rhythm. Weeknight dinners, weekend errands, birthdays at the same Italian place every year. But one day, that rhythm started to feel like a rut. That's when I met Aiden. He wasn't like Thomas. He was spontaneous, loud, confident. He made jokes that were a little inappropriate, and he always had something thrilling to say. He worked in the same building, just one floor above me. It started with coffee, then late-night texts. And soon, I was sharing things with him that I hadn't said to Thomas in years. He made me feel wanted, young, alive, like maybe I still had something exciting to offer the world. And the worst part? I convinced myself that was love. One night, Aiden and I kissed. And the next morning, I packed a bag. I looked Thomas in the eye and said words I now wish I could erase from existence. I love you, but I'm not in love with you anymore. He didn't cry. He didn't scream. He just asked, "Is there someone else?" I hesitated, then nodded. And I watched 14 years of trust disappear from his face in a second. The divorce was quick, painfully quiet. He didn't fight me on anything. The house, the custody. He just let me go, because that's the kind of man he was. The kind that respects your choices, even when they destroy him. Aiden and I moved in together. It felt exciting, for a while. We traveled, posted smiling selfies, played music while cooking. And every time I got a text from Thomas asking if our son could stay an extra day, I'd glance at Aiden and tell myself I was happy. But the truth? I wasn't. Not really. Because passion burns hot, but it also burns out. Aiden didn't want routine. He hated grocery shopping. Didn't like waking up early. Didn't want to hear about PTO meetings or clogged dishwashers. He started pulling away. Late nights turned into unanswered questions. Phone face down, distant eyes. And one day, I came home and he was gone. No note, no goodbye. Just gone. I sat on the floor of our apartment and stared at the empty closet. And for the first time in years, I felt completely, utterly forgotten. If you're still with me, type 14 in the comments because that's how many years of love I walked away from for a temporary thrill. I tried to text Thomas. To apologize. To explain. He replied politely. But I could tell. The softness in his tone had been replaced by distance. He had moved on. He had every right to. Our son stayed mostly with him now. Not because of court orders, but because even our 12-year-old could feel the difference. At Thomas's, there was peace. At mine, there was emptiness. One day, my son asked me quietly, "Why did you leave Dad if he never hurt you?" I didn't have an answer. Not one that made any sense. Now, my days are filled with things that don't matter. Endless scrolling. Unopened dating apps. Microwaved dinners. Sometimes I sit by the window at night and remember the sound of Thomas's laughter when we watched dumb movies. The way he always touched my back gently as he passed me in the kitchen. The way he said, "I love you," like it was oxygenate obligation. I used to roll my eyes at his routines. Now I'd give anything to live them again. I thought passion meant fireworks. But I learned that real love is a fire that keeps you warm. not one that burns you to ash. So if you're listening to this right now, and you're in a stable relationship, and you're feeling bored, and someone new is making you feel noticed, pause, think, breathe, because passion fades, and what you're risking might be the very thing that's keeping you grounded in this world. Thomas wasn't boring. He was peaceful. He was real. He was rare. And I let that go. For a man who liked the idea of me, but never once tried to hold on to the whole of me. Now, I go to bed in silence. And in that silence, I hear everything I lost. Call to action. If this story hit home, comment 14 and tag someone who needs to hear it before making a mistake they can't take back. Like, share, and follow for more real-life stories that remind us what truly matters. Because love isn't always loud, but when it's real, it stays.